it's your girl Sweet E on the hottest show around Franchise Live. As you know, we always got the hottest artists up on deck, you know what I mean? And tonight we got my boy DJ Drama up in Philly. What's up, baby?
What's up, love? How you doing?
I'm doing fine,
Good,
man.
good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. You know, Philly is definitely feeling you, know what I mean?
Good looking, good
One of the
looking.
hottest DJs, you know what I mean, doing your thing.
Appreciate it.
So I understand, you know what I mean, you was born and raised in Philly?
Yeah, I'm from Philly. I grew up here for like 18 years of my life, you know. My pop lived in Germantown. My mom used to live down Alney, and then my dad moved out to West Philly down the bottom. My mom moved to Germantown, so I grew up in between like Brickyard and down the bottom, 33rd and Haverford, and then in Germantown, Pulaski, and Manheim. So, you know, I mean, Philly is the city that made me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I spent a lot of my, you know, my early hip hop years, you know, pretty much grinding it out in Philly. Like, I came up around the time when, you know, 100X was out and Ram Squad and Bahamadia when she first hit. And of course, you know, I saw the roots go from the square roots on South Street to what they are today. So, you know, it feels good to, you know, be able to be in the position I'm at now, but also have that history from the crib.
That's what's up, man. Then, you know, then you moved to Atlanta. So tell me, you know what I mean, what was, you know, popping when you moved down there? And
I mean, everything. You know, I went to the A in '96 to go to school, and like, I guess when I got there, Atlanta was in this, I could call it like the second generation of I guess you would call it like hip hop dominance, you know. So when I got there, you know, Outkast was popping off. Of course, J.E. was doing his thing, Dallas Austin, and you know, it was right around the time when P blew up. And even though he wasn't necessarily from Atlanta, you know, he really pushed the South forward. So, you know, I got around there right around the time that crunk music started to emerge and get big, and people like Lil Jon were coming up and things of that. So, you know, it was a good place for me to be, and even more than that, you know, just being Atlanta's one of those melting pot type places. So it's people from everywhere. So being a DJ, you know, and being where I was, I had to learn to, you know, kind of please everybody. You know what I'm saying? People from the West Coast, you had people from Philly, you had people from New York and the South. So everybody wanted to hear what they wanted to hear. So it taught me how to be real versatile and get my thing off.
Oh man, like that was hot, man. Being the hottest DJ that you are, man, who was like some of the greatest people that inspired you to become, you know, the greatest DJ that you are today?
I mean, really pretty much, you know, you get inspiration from all over. Like, of course, you know, the reason why I became a DJ is because of the movie Juice. I went to go see that when it came out, and, you know, GQ, big as hell on the screen, you know, doing his DJ thing. And I was like, yeah, that's what, I was about to go into high school, so it was, you know, that basically was what made me go get a turntable and then go to Armin's and get some records and things like that. And then, you know, but pretty much everybody, I mean, really, Philly is really known for like having the best DJs. I mean, of course, coming up, you know, you had Jazzy Jeff, you had Cash Money, you had Miz, Ran and Kobe was killing Radioactive. I remember when Cosmic Kev was on the Drexel radio station. And then, you know, and then through the years, you know, of course, the King Capris and the Flexes and on the mixtape side of things like SNS and Doo-Wop and Clue. And, you know, but even more than that, you know, I got inspiration from my parents and, you know, inspiration from my family. And then, you know, just bigger inspiration from people like, you know, Russell and Diddy and, you know, Hove and just, you know, things of that. One time, a crazy story is about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I was at this party at the BET Awards in L.A., and Kevin Lyles and Puff were talking, and I was about to leave. And, you know, me and Puff were cool back then. We don't have the relationship we have now. And I was just saying peace to him, and Puff stopped me and grabbed my arm and, wait a minute, Drama, I thought that was you. And he was like, you know, from one hustler to another, you on to something. I don't know what the future holds for you, but you're on to something big. After these records, like, something bigger than that. And it just, like, that's inspiration to me because, you know, for somebody like Puff to tell me from one hustler to another, like, comparing our hustles, you know what I mean? And that's somebody I grew up on watching him grind it out, and you know what I mean? So it keeps me motivated.
That's what's up, man. Besides yourself, who would you put as another great DJ?
Man, again, it's so many. I mean, of course, one of the greatest is Jazzy Jeff. You know, I mean, Funkmaster Flex is a brand in itself, and you know, he's doing his thing. I mean, my partners in crime, Don Cannon and DJ Sense. You know, you got to take it back. You got to, you know, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Kool Herc or Grandmaster Flash or Jazzy Jeff. And so, I mean, I represent DJs as a whole. I could answer that question for hours, so you got to stop me. Like, but those are a couple of them, though.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, can you tell me, like, the difference, like, break down the different chemistry of DJs, like, people who use the new technology and the people who's, like, straight just 1200s?
Well, I mean, you know, technology, like, really just, like, with hip-hop or DJing, like everything, you know, technology has really kind of advanced everything, you know, so the game is different. Like, you know, people don't buy records like they used to buy record, or they don't break their back carrying 4 crates to the club. You know, you can get a book bag, a computer, and, you know, 2 records and CDs and get a party done these days. So, you know, it's a lot different. And I mean, you know, it's for the better. Like, I'm happy because I paid my dues carrying records, and I don't miss that. But at the same time, I would hate to not know what that was like. But, you know, I mean, technology, in my opinion, is a good thing, but it's just all about, you know, a lot of times in hip hop, we don't, you know, we're so into the new that we're not able to respect the culture and teach and you know what I'm saying. So the people that's coming up now know the history. So, but I'm all for it. I'm with it.
Yeah, how you feel about like all these like hot DJs that's like doing these hot mixed CDs, but they're not out there like that?
No, I love it. I think, you know, I love to see anybody do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up watching everybody do their thing, and that's what inspired me to get here. So I know for me, I know it's a whole slew of DJs that's watching me and watching Khaled, and you know what I'm saying, and it's making them work hard, and you know, that's the next generation that's gonna come after that. Like, it doesn't stop here. So, you know, I would never hate on the next man. Like, I like when people tell me that, and then, you know, hip hop is a competitive sport. Like, on that ball court, you know, everybody's balling. Like, everybody wants to win. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, we can all JoJo it up in the locker room, but when it's time to ball, it's time to ball. So, but, you know, I mean, the thing about mixtapes, you know, the generation we're at now, just with the internet, it's made it a lot easier for people to get a lot of music. And, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, you can just go on the internet and download quote-unquote exclusives. But if you put that word DJ in front of your name, like, you gotta represent that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't put Lil Wayne on your mixtape cover every week and think anybody cares about you. You know what I mean? So it's like, you just gotta be creative, and, you know, people who put out mixtapes, you know, just, you gotta understand the craft and the culture. See, really is what I wanna do. I wanna start the hip hop SATs. You can't get into the hip hop school if you don't take your SATs. If you fail that SATs, then you shouldn't be able to get into this game. So all these nut-ass young boy rappers out here and these nut-ass young boy DJs who don't know nothing and put this product out and saturate the game, they need to get at least 1,000 on their hip hop SATs before they can go any further. You see what I'm saying? Because then we'll be all better. Everybody be good. The fans will be good. The game will be better, and it won't be as much bull crap out here. I don't know if I can curse, so I'm cleaning myself up.
Man, you telling it like it is. I mean, because you got to school these young boys because they don't know.
Definitely. I mean, and it's not their fault. It's really, you know, you can't blame it on them. It's like, I mean, you know, since we're a business and hip hop is always about the fresh, it just, you know, we just got to remember that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, here, you got to remember that people are coming after you, you know, and I don't believe in artists having to raise the kids. That's the parents' job, but, you know, somebody has to take responsibility for something. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just like one of the reasons why it's not a coincidence that this year there's been such an attack on hip hop, you know, the Iman situation or the situation with me, or, you know, all these artists, you know, getting locked up or being watched for whatever reasons. Like, it's not a coincidence. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the voice of generations. It's not a coincidence that all these white athletes, and Barry Bonds is like the only one that's being indicted for steroids. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like we gotta realize this and realize how powerful we are, because all these artists, like, everybody's listening, not just black kids, white kids, Spanish kids, Asian kids, all over the world. So we're the voice of a generation, and people gotta think about that.
That's deep, man, because you know I was going to get into my next question about how do you feel about the way hip-hop is going? Are you satisfied with it, or you think you could really, really use a facelift?
I mean, I always take the good. You got to take the good and the bad. You know, when I was coming up, you had Ice Cube, and then you had Young MC, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you like, you know, you had Public Enemy, and then you had MC Brains, Uchi Kuchi, la la la. So it's the same thing now. And then, you know, I think overall hip hop is great. You know, I'm here, I'm doing my thing. Affiliates, we here, we doing our thing. So, you know, we in good hands. You know what I mean? And I think things like the hip hop is dead, dialogue is good. I think the fact that Kanye and 50 came out on the same day and sold records and proved to the industry that you can still sell records is great. I think you know, the snap music and, you know, all the dances is good, because people be forgetting, like, don't forget the Pee Wee Herman, don't forget the WAP and the Steve Martin and all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? It's just a new generation, and everybody be getting mad, but don't forget back in the day, Kid and Play was doing their little thing, and Salt and Pepper was doing their thing, but now when it's the South, everybody be getting mad like it's not hip-hop. Like, we gotta cut that out. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't ride to that. Best believe I'm not riding to two-step and Soldier Boy, but, you know, don't be mad for what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like, hip-hop is diverse, but, you know, I think the game is good. We just got to get back to being superheroes. You see what I'm saying? Like 50's a superhero and Hove is a superhero. That's how I look at it. Like, that's how I was looking at it when I was a kid. You know, when Meth came out and Snoop came out. You see what I'm saying? Like, they was bigger than life, and everybody was in their lane. And now people are getting hype off these little songs that they put out, and they're not selling no records because we don't have real artists that we developing and like we used to back in the day. But I'm here, so we in good hands.
That's right. Tell me, what can we expect from you, man?
Oh, man, you know my album is crazy. Gangsta Girls, the album. Outkast is on there. T.I., Lil Wayne, Young Jeezy, G-Unit, Pharrell, The Clips. My producers, Don Cannon, Detroit Red. So, you know what I mean, of course, Lil Jon. You know what I mean, one of the best mixtape albums ever. You know, I got my deal with Affiliates, Grand Hustle, Atlantic Records. And then next year, we got a deal with Asylum Affiliates Music Group. My first artist off my label, Willie the Kid. He represents the Midwest, Gun Rule. And, you know, we doing our thing, man. We on the radio 5 days a week. You know, I got a lot of ventures I'm working on. And, you know, just keep having fun with it. And, you know what I mean, keep putting out good music.
That's what's up. Besides being the hottest DJ I know, I mean, if you had one wish, what would it be besides doing what you do now?
That's hard. One wish. Besides what I do now, I mean, I don't think it would be bad to own a Fortune 500 company, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I want to get into that Forbes, that 400. You know what I mean? Them B's, you know what I'm saying? Them M's is good, but them B's is better, you know? But in time, I mean, I'm you know, to be honest, I'm real happy with my career, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody would have told me when I was on Pulaski Ave that, you know, I would be where I'm at today, I mean, I would be able to believe it, but it was still, you know, it would seem so far-fetched. You know what I mean? Like, last year I came home and I was sitting in my mom's crib, and I heard somebody drive down the street playing Dedication 2, and it bugged me out, you know what I mean? Because, like, who would have knew years later, you know what I'm saying, that I would be in these positions so, you know what I mean? I get to travel, I get to, you know, support my family with what I love to do, and, you know, and it feels like cheating. It's like, it's not even fair.
That's what's up, man. Y'all heard it, y'all saw it, you know what I mean, first on Franchise Live, man, one of the hottest music video shows. We got one of the hottest DJs up on deck with us tonight, DJ Drama, you know what I mean? As a matter of fact,
Pay attention.
We're going to get into some hot videos, you know what I mean?
Can we play my video?
Oh, we're going to get ready.
Hey, yo, check it out. This right here, the biggest video out right now. Gangsta Girl album out. Go get it, man. This is 5001s, man. T.I., Diddy, Jazzy Faye, Nelly, Young Jock, Twister, Young Jeezy, Willie the Kid, man. Free T.I., man. AMG Affiliates, Mr. Thanksgiving, a.k.a. Barack O'Drama. Let's go.
You heard it. Let's get into it. Let's get it popping. One.